Stock. Jack Sock is a good player. You beat Kyle Atland of Great Britain, and then you lost against Juan Martín del Potro. I think you did a great Olympic game.
Yeah, it was amazing. Olympics. Well, I had so much fun in Olympics.
It's fantastic. It's a fantastic tournament. I think it's a great experience, wasn't it?
For sure. I mean, I got called in like last minute, like because there were a lot of withdrawals because of the Zika virus at the time. So I was able to get in. I was an alternate. I got in, and I was like, I really didn't. I almost didn't care about how I would do in the tournament. I was having so much fun. Like, you share a room or apartment with. I was sharing a room with Kei, Nishikori, and Sugita, and that would never happen in a normal tournament. So we were just talking about a bunch of stuff like girls and food and whatever. So it was very fun. And then we go to the cafeteria. You see all these different athletes. So interesting because you see like an artistic gymnast who are like this skinny.
Yeah.
And you see like the weightlifters and they're like huge and from all these different countries. I mean, that was so fun. And,
Great. Amazing. Then you play Davis Cup. I think that's another great experience.
Yeah, Davis Cup has been. I've always played well in Davis Cup for some reason. Yeah, because I find it kind of easy to concentrate more on my game to make sure I represent the country well. Even if I win or lose, just to show like a good fight instead of about making it about winning or losing.
Yeah.
And I've been able to support the country, the team, stay in the world group for the past 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Okay. Do you feel a little bit more Japanese than American?
No idea. I really don't know like what country I'm like from. I almost have like a dilemma in my mind, like where I want to live in the future.
Yeah.
My parents live in Amsterdam right now, and I love Amsterdam.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, so, hopefully maybe I can live there in the future because I prefer European lifestyle. But then, I don't know. I don't know if I'm more Japanese or American.
It's difficult. It's a very difficult question. I understand that. Okay. So we talked about the Davis Cup. We talked about the Olympics. You played Grand Slam tournaments. I think that's another. That's more individual. So, is it a special experience, the same special experience as the Olympics or Davis Cup?
It's different because Grand Slams you get the chance to play 4 times a year. So it is amazing, but you take it a little bit more for granted than the Olympics. The Olympics, you're there for almost like, unless you're Roger Rafa, who are going for the medal, you're there more for the experience of the Olympics. If you're a tennis player, but if you're in the Grand Slams, you're more, like you said, it's personal. So you're trying to make as much money as you can. You're trying to win as many matches. There's obviously more exposure to television and stuff, so you're trying to get more exposed. A lot of Grand Slams they're amazing. The energy is just so different from any other tour events.
Okay, great. What's your style of playing, Taro? Your playing is aggressive. That's what I think. You're an aggressive player. You like to dominate.
Oh yeah, but I think very Spanish in my tennis. That's how I was brought up. In the 10 years in Spain, until a few years ago, I would just hit like the primero segundo. which is for the people who don't know, it's like a serve in between the first and second serve, but more of a kick to the other guy's backhand, and then try and run around with your forehand and keep moving the guy around with your forehand. But yeah, I'm generally very solid, very disciplined on courts. And yeah, just I try to make the opponent make as many mistakes as possible.
Yep.
And I am aggressive with the way I hit the ball. I do accelerate the racket quite a bit, but maybe not as aggressive, for example, with going to the net or something.
Yeah, you stay back. You stay back. You prefer clay or hard court?
I like both, but I feel safer on clay. Like even on clay, on the days that I'm not playing well, I feel like I can find my game more on clay. Well, on hard courts, if I'm not playing well, I have a harder time.
Maybe that is the consequence of your years in Spain.
For sure. I mean, I was always, admiring guys like Federico Coria and Gaudio. So I loved watching clay tennis when I was a kid, and I enjoyed, playing on clay in Spain. And yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's definitely one of my stronger, for sure, maybe the strongest surface.
Okay, great. Just one question, it's a curiosity I saw on internet. You during the quarantine in Japan, you played a double match with Chingo Cunieda. That's a guy in a wheelchair. Was it an exhibition match, or was it just fun? Or what happened there?
So that event, I kind of came up with that event to get tennis started in Japan. So we were like 8 guys from that I usually practice with. We played singles matches, and then we had the last match of the second day we played this new mixed doubles. So Nishioka, he paired up with Kunieda, and then I paired up with Arai Daisuke. He's like 18 in the world in wheelchair, and we were a bit worried in the beginning because we didn't know how to play that mixed doubles. But then, the coaches of the wheelchair guys, they came up to me and they were telling me like, hey, it's a lot better if you actually like hit the ball normal than just kind of passing the ball back a little bit loopy. Then they have a lot easier time hitting the ball back if you hit it clean. So, and then especially Kunieda, he's amazing. Like I sometimes hit serves at like 200K to him, and he was able to return some of those serves. And then I would have rallies, like real cross-court rallies with him.
There were terrific points. I saw a bit of that match in the internet. Some points were terrific.
Yeah, there was a point where Kunieda, he poached, and then he hit like this cross-court drop volley, and then it went past the post, so I hit it around the post.
Yes, I saw that one.
But then Nishioka was able to like hit it back, and then in the end, my partner hit it back, but then Yoshi smashed it to my side.
Yeah, fantastic, great. I love that one. Yeah. To end, I just want to ask you 5 easy, quick questions.
Yeah.
And then we quit. Okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
So some of them are really difficult. The first one, I think you already answered that one, but I'm going to try it again. USA or Japan?
I was going to say Pacific Ocean, where it's the ocean in between the two countries.
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a preference of like. I think nowhere is perfect. Nowhere in the world is perfect.
Yeah. No, of course, that's true. Yeah. Of course. Okay. In the USA, you live in Florida, but you have family in California. So, what do you prefer? You prefer the hippie side of California or Florida?
I definitely prefer California.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather is nicer than in California. They have more food variety, more Asian food.
Yeah.
And just the vibe. I love California. The vibe in California is amazing.
Okay. The next one, I think you just answered it. Do you prefer the Japanese food or the fast food of America?
Oh, Japanese food. Any.
Definitely. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, food in Japan, I think that's a good consequence of the hard work of the people here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I tried it, and I can say I love it. It's really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. As a professional tennis player, you visited a lot of countries, of course. So could you tell me which country you mostly liked to be there? Not for the tennis, but the experience you lived there.
I went to Iceland last year for vacation.
Yeah.
I really liked it. Just the nature is so wild.
Yeah.
And also a very interesting culture. People are pretty fit and very strong. And they live with the nature there. I really like Iceland.
But to live there is another question.
Yeah, I mean the weather is
so cold. It's so cold.
Yeah. It's so windy.
Definitely. Yeah.
The food is not great. Yeah, either.
Yeah. Okay. The last one. Do you have an idol, an example in terms of a tennis player? The same in men's tennis or in women's tennis?
I'm gonna say I'll name like 3 guys because I don't have like one. But I loved Andy Roddick when he was younger. Yep.
You played him?
Roddick? No, I never played Roddick.
You didn't? Sorry, I thought you played him.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I loved him when he was like a younger player, like when he was wearing Reebok. And I love Gaudio.
Gaudio, yeah.
And then Ivanisevic. Because his final against Rafter in Wimbledon was I think that was my favorite match.
Yeah, it was a fantastic final. Fantastic final. I remember it. I saw it in my house here in the sofa.
Yeah.
Okay, Taro. Well, it's been fantastic. I love the way your answers were really straight and honest. That was fantastic. I loved it, and I hope you'll be back soon, and I will follow you.
No, thanks a lot, man.
Do you want to say something about to all the people who are watching this interview? Lots of people were here, and lots of people talked and wrote messages. Yeah. I didn't see him because I'm concentrated on what you say and not so much on the messages. Do you want to say something?
No, just like thanks a lot for watching me talk. I struggle with being I'm pretty honest, but I hope you have fun and follow me when I'm back on tour.
Okay, I will for sure. For sure. Thanks a lot, Taro.
Thanks a lot.
All the best. Bye bye.
All right, thanks.
Taro Daniel, fantastic, open guy. I loved talking with him. He talks without breaks, so everything is honest and straight. Hope you enjoyed. We are working on next interviews, players, coaches, etc. So please subscribe on yotanista.com. It's a different website of tennis. Very dynamic, and you will receive a gift by email. And so I hope we will meet soon again here in this display and have fun with another interview. Thank you very much. Bye bye.